I keep forgetting to click the go live button. Hello everyone, welcome back to day 6 of the stream, of the speedrun. We're picking up, as I was saying, where we left off, which is with shaders. Everything is red, that's why I'm messing with it. I'm trying to make rainbow colors, starting with red. And I've gone and dug in to several things, actually, since the last stream. I haven't made any of the changes yet. But I figured out... I didn't figure out quite what's wrong with the red, but I'm ready to do several things, in fact. First off, you know how you can sometimes see lines through the cubes? That was... or that is an issue with cube geometry. Default cube geometry. So this level is especially bad. You can tend to see a lot of lines through cubes. The problem is that the cubes are actually inside out. So you can see a line there. It's because this cube is inside out. So you can see the line that's on the far wall of the cube, at least partially. It's like peeking in. That one, and that's why you could only ever see through one cube, because eventually the back wall of the cube will block line of sight. So that's very weird. If I create a cube with width 1, height 1, depth 1, it's inside out. But if I create a cube with -1s, it's correct. And so that simple change will fix the issue. So yeah, I played around with these things off stream, but I'm not fixing or changing the game on stream. So we no longer see the issue. The lines on these walls are now a little harder to see, so maybe I need to push them outwards a bit. But... or else maybe it's fine if they're subtler. But I could push them out if they need to be more visible. The lines at the corners are not at all visible, so those obviously we want to push out. And that's in the cube outlines class. I think this is the one to push outwards. Mathis is working in latex, or I've heard it's pronounced latex. Where's the K sound come from? Okay, that's... either I'm misremembering or that's just not enough pushing, so let's push it quite a bit. Nope, I'm pushing the wrong thing. We're gonna copy-paste some code, I guess. doing? Okay, it's the midpoint that I need to deal with. Huh. Who knew that fixing a bug would cause so many more issues? Really? Okay. I pushed it way too far. Okay. Pushing it a fifth of what we had been pushing it. Yeah, I am complicating a bunch of stuff. But hopefully it will be worth it. It doesn't need to be pushed that far either. It's kind of the first time I made these games, I just made them as fast as I could. And I kind of, the more features I kept wanting to add on top of that, the more complicated and hard to keep track of everything got. So I kind of went to the other extreme. Okay. So anyway, got the cubes looking good. Let's duplicate code. Yeah, I think we're ready to start looking at the red again. Let's see. First, we don't actually need to apply all these effects to everything. And in fact, if I would say we exclude it from any entity that switches between regions, that we're only applying... and actually that probably makes no sense to anyone. But basically I'm going to say we'll exclude it from the character, and anything else that goes from level to level, we're only going to apply these effects to stuff that's attached to the level. And I have... region switching behavior is an easy indicator that it's not going to stay in the region. Let's see. Is that going to do anything here? No, that just... I can simplify that code before I leave. So anyway, yes, I don't like projection fragment. That gives us information we don't want. There's actually not like a built-in way to there's not a built-in way to do the get the value that I want in fragment code. By which I mean it's not a pre-allocated shared register. But that doesn't stop me from allocating it myself. So I'm going to during get vertex code, I want a varying value. Vector position, and we get it from, if I recall correctly, it's VA0. There we go. Keep getting these V words confused. So now I have saved the vertex position. so I can get its z value. I think my math is just wrong after that. I tried to do too much math at once, and I should be doing a little less and taking a look at it. It is bothering me that we can't see the lines on the side very well. So I actually want to... That should hopefully push it out just enough to be seen clearly. Yeah, it's visible again. I would think it's an issue that it's difficult to get down to the bottom safely, like you can't see in advance where you fall, but of course you go for the bonus, and that's how you get to the bottom, and that's safe. And otherwise, the bottom is just kind of, you messed up, you might get a second chance, if you're lucky. And if you're not lucky, well, it was a mistake. You didn't mean to go down there anyway. It's not cheating you, that it was never promised. Yeah. Haha. Okay. So we can stop fiddling with the outlines for the moment. We'll create a branch, or actually we don't even need to do that. Oh. Well, that could also have caused issues. What's our output value? Our output value is target rig. Okay, so we're going to be skipping most of the math and just looking at the result of this initial calculation, modulo 1. And the result is green. Why is the result green? Because the level was red plus green to make yellow, and red is being set to 0. Okay, I think it's out of 255. Oh, right, another issue I had noticed was I was doing that. So that's going to affect several things. Let's fix that and take another look before we do anything else. This was just, I renamed a thing and didn't rename it there. Interesting. So now we kind of do have a loop. it gets more and more red up until a point, and suddenly jumps back down. It wraps around to no red. And that's kind of what we asked for. We just asked it to wrap. It's not wrapping at the correct lengths, though, because when we jump backwards, it should... we shouldn't be able to tell. It should... The loop that we do should be the exact length that we jump backwards. So like we cross this line and we jump backwards to the previous line. I mean, we are jumping when we hit the line. Although I think that's coincidence. I think that's pure coincidence. So either we have the wrong value or something else. So I want to... just to see what values we're working with, I want to try and make it loop with every single cube. I want to have one loop per cube. And that is... Not only is that not one loop per cube, it's not even aligned with the cubes. Well... No, that is one loop per cube. That is one loop per cube, it's just the alignment is off by... I don't know, is that like a fifth? Why would it be a fifth? Well, as long as it jumps an integer number of cubes, we should not be able to see the jump, at least not without looking down there. Yeah, over... If you just focus on these, you can't really tell, so... That's something. Oh! Oh, right! I know what's going on. I know what's going on. The numbers we're working with. The vertex position is in local coordinates, and I was expecting it to be in world coordinates, so I was scaling it by tile width. And I think the answer is we don't scale it by tile width. Which also means Away3D had a value that said we get the vertex in global coordinates, and that's basically just a lie. We don't get global coordinates under any circumstances. Okay, this time it's halfway through a tile, which, I don't know, we could adjust by 0.5 if we needed. But just watching this line, we shouldn't be able to see it jump ever. Yeah, that was a smooth transition. So we have a loop. That's the correct distance. So that's good. Got the numbers lining up. Do I care about lining up this offset with a tile? I mean, it's not hard. Let's just do it. now it should be exactly at a cube division. Yeah, maybe I could push it a little earlier. Oh wait, I'm already... Maybe I could subtract 1.5 and then it would start at the final cube of the level. Okay. Good enough. We can figure out where to put it later. Now let's look at the full code. Did I get my other effects correct? What I want now is for it not to have a hard line, but to increase and smoothly decrease and increase and like loop smoothly. And it does look like I got that. Red is just smoothly looping from minimum to maximum. And the next thing... I mean, I guess the next thing is red, green, blue. Consult. Consulting the diagram. Green needs to be shifted in the negative direction. Blue needs to be shifted in the positive direction in order for the bottom to be at 180 degrees. And there are other ways to do it. I just decided bottom should be at 180 degrees. Bottom of the valley should be at 180 degrees. Top of the hill could also be at 180 degrees, and that would work fine too. And I think I immediately got that backwards. Green. Oh. Now, we're gonna... Now that line is irrelevant because it's already between 0 and 1. Green is Y, blue is going to be Z. Okay, so what I've done, previously we had red rising and falling periodically. Now we are going to have all 3 colors doing that. And we get a whole rainbow that way. The brightness varies, and so we're actually supposed to clamp it to more moderate values. But okay, if we keep going and we ignore the bottom corner, we should not see any break in the rainbow ever. Yeah, that's no break in the rainbow at all. We actually want to recalculate restarting music. So, we're not, that's not quite it. Renaming the variable for clarity. Okay, so the idea here is that the rainbow will not start until the end of the level, and that it will fade in over the course of one tile once we do reach it. So right around here there should be a fade in, and that looks like a fade in to me. It will always start on red this way. I'm honestly tempted, just for variety, to make it be based on level length, so longer levels may start on different colors. So now it'll start on some unknown color. We'll see. What are you printing? Oh. Debug code. So that one's starting on purple. This one's orange or yellow. This one's very short, but it's still orange or yellow. It's just a full cycle behind, I think. Learning the trick of keeping your momentum. So we're not done with the full formula for hue-derived colors. Because I might want to make them brighter or something. Fade in over the course of 2 tiles now. How do I want to reduce the saturation anyway? Yeah, maybe that's enough. We don't need to do a perfect HSL or HSV calculation, we just need to do something that looks decent. Oh right, and we still need to make it to the end of the level to actually see it. I think I have reduced saturation by too much. Did I... Oh. Wait. Aha. Okay. Yeah, I think these values are supposed to be between 0 and 1. I just set it equal to 2/3. Let's jump down here. Okay, so that is reduced saturation. I may have reduced it too much. Or maybe not. Up there it looks fine. I don't know, that's... Is that about what we had? Yeah, that might be about how it was. Oh, the outlines... Should the outlines be fading away at this point? And especially with the line down the middle. Oh. This crease right here is not easy to show. Well, anyone has opinions on the colors, let me know. I will take another look at the crease. Not rotating. Oh. Gonna restart. I want to do my checks first and only do this calculation after, but yeah. I think I would need to be more careful about what I do with these. Trying to figure out how to show one and only one line on each crease. I'll make a test level. worth a shot. Okay, what am I drawing? Hello again, Nintendo. I tried something and it didn't work. So I need to... Really, I need to figure out a way to make this clearer to myself. Well, no, it was clear, and then I made it complicated for the sake of not doubling up. Oh. Right, I just... Okay, that's the condition I needed to fulfill, which is not that complicated. Oh, these are not opposite. These are opposite. But there was something wrong with this, fundamentally. Oh. That's what's wrong with it. Some creases are working. But others are not. Let's exaggerate the crease. That didn't actually change anything. Yeah, that's still a lot of missing creases. X and Y are some of the common ones. We should invert just all of them. Maybe I should have inverted everything. Am I wrong that they need to be in the opposite order? Am I just wrong? Maybe I was just wrong. That's a lot of creases that look correct all of a sudden, except for the exaggeration. So I think that should be enough to show it, if I recall correctly. Wait. What? Oh. Right. It's 0.995, not 0.095. It's a big difference. I want a number that's very close to 1, not a number that's very far from 1. No, they're getting hidden. Push them twice as far. Okay, so I think we have the creases back to looking just about right. This level has a lot of creases, it's good for testing. This level has some as well. Can't really... You don't actually see the ones that are on that side of the cube. Maybe I don't even have to draw them, but... Okay, the crease is offset somewhat, and you can tell. But it's not bad. If I put the camera inside, I can see the crease. Okay, yeah, also I think fading the rainbow in over over the course of 2 cubes is a little nicer. Yeah, this looks a lot like how it looked, how I recall it looking, though it has been a long time. I'm pretty sure we can't see the fade in after teleporting back, though it would be subtle. The lack of background. Right. We might be done with shaders at the moment. So maybe I can start importing some more assets. Maybe that can be the next thing. Oh, right. In the original, each cube had its own solid color, whereas here it doesn't. If I wanted to imitate that effect, I would have to... I might have to, like, upload some separate data so that I can get access to the center of the cube rather than the vertex position. Yeah. No, of course, I was filling regions of the screen with solid colors, so I would calculate what region of the screen each cube filled and just fill that with a solid color. So each cube had its own color instead of a... whereas here, with a fragment shader, it's calculating everything per pixel, which really isn't necessary. Oh, right! That was a thing I was going to work on. Sorry, before we import new stuff, the vast majority of this could be moved to... Oh! Yeah. Sorry, okay. We have those variables. We want to use them. Okay, we can't quite get rid of all of it. That's not actually a thing. Oh, the level transitions aren't finalized. This is... we can do something else. pretty sure I don't need to do that. I never needed that. Wait, I don't need to do that, do I? Am I done? Do I have it? No. Okay. Getting ready for it to crash because I missed something small. It did not crash. Okay, getting ready for the color to be all messed up because I missed something big. Okay, that's actually not bad. If I do all that up here, I barely need to pass any data into the fragment shader. Okay, and it's looking like the rainbow starts at the correct place again. So all that will make the rainbow very slightly less smooth, but I doubt it will be noticeable. But it will reduce the amount of computation done. We're only doing the hue calculation once per vertex, not once per pixel. And, well, okay. Once per triangle vertex, so each corner of the cube is touching 6 triangles, so I guess 6 times per vertex, but still, there are thousands, maybe millions of pixels on screen, so... And even if only a fraction of those are being shaded, like we've still saved a factor of 1,000 at least. Now I'm thinking, can I integrate this code into the outline shader? Is there a quick and easy way to do that? There are definitely ways, I just don't know if there are quick and easy ways. Bouncing off this. I could maybe make it less bouncy if you're holding the direction opposite it. Like that could be a thing. If you're holding towards the wall and the corner pushes you out, you don't get bounced so much. Like that. But you do need to get pushed enough to like make it around the wall and not just fall off. Holding towards the wall send you farther away. I doubt that. I think it's just a matter of how well. If holding towards the wall increased your velocity total and it used your total velocity in the wrong way, like if I got the formula wrong at the time, maybe, but yeah, I think that one is an example that like I'm used to. If I want to, I just avoid the wall until it's time, but a newer player would feel that was unfair, which is the one I just did 2 times ago. Oh, there was a task thing that did let you jump extremely high. I don't know the details of that, but probably was just a case of getting a formula wrong. It was definitely not the same thing that caused you to jump to 10 to the 15 units high in the stream a couple days ago. Yeah, I highly doubt that same bug still exists. Like before, maybe I was doing a thing where I had a separate handler for corners and floors, and it could check one after the other or something. Or corners and ceilings, it could check one after the other and apply a velocity update 2 times, and doubling your velocity, or maybe even tripling if it was a 3-way corner, is much bigger than it sounds like, sends you much more than twice or 3 times as far. I don't know if that was it. Just there could have been something like that. here the corners are actually not special as far as geometry goes. It's always resolving the collision between you and a single point. And the only thing about floors is that the point is directly below you if you're on the floor, and it's not directly below you if you're on a corner. So gravity will pull you differently there, but it will not have weird. It will not have as many weird cases. I mean, I proved the other day that that some other code that checked whether your velocity was upwards at all, that mattered. Like, a floor will completely stop your y velocity, a ceiling will completely stop your y velocity, a corner will not quite because it's at a different angle. And so, yeah, there's always potential for nonsense like that. Run 2 was not possible with the original physics engine, because that one, that engine, like, it hard-coded the 4x4 tunnel. If you passed a wall even slightly, like your feet dipped out at all, a flag was set that you would just fall through. No more collisions could happen. And it's just not possible to do that with Run 2 because you are going up and down and colliding with different things. Like, the original Run 1 physics engine was, you could only collide at y equals, I think that's y equals 2. It's 2 cubes down. Or it's 2 tiles down. That at that specific y value, and just having cubes that are not all at the same y value or x value or anything was just fundamentally impossible. That said, I guess there are maybe some other parts to it. You add the cubes, but you keep the acceleration or the jump height, or I don't know. You could try to come up with some way to resolve the contradiction, but I don't know that there's an obvious single way to do that, to say that I am playing Run 2 with the original Run 1 physics engine, because no, it's a new design. Otherwise, it's not playing Run 2. At least part of it is a new design. Okay, I think that was the last thing I wanted to do with this shader. I'm not gonna suddenly recall something else and run off and do that as well. I think we got this. And I've played through, I think I've played through the game, or I've played through these level sets twice since starting the game, so I think that's enough for now. I think we can close this. I'm not thinking of an obvious way to bring it over to cube outlines. I would have to copy paste and tweak a bunch of stuff. It would not be a plug and play solution. So I'm not going to do that at the moment. The lines over the rainbow don't bother me that much most of the time. There are some line colors that bother me a little more. But I'm pretty happy with the amount of data I'm passing in and the amount of work I'm doing on which shader. Ah, right, it's this. Yes, all of this needs to be in the fragment shader because I did look it up. The vertex shader does not have access to the color, so all of the fading between the level color and the rainbow colors, that fade transition must be calculated on the fragment shader. Or else I need an entirely new base shader, which I don't want to do for color materials. Maybe I rename that to... Okay. Update the documentation and then leave it as is. So let's grab some assets from run 2. I guess I had these as a single image. I don't think I want these as a single image. If there were 6 of them, I could paint them onto the faces of a cube. And just rotate the cube to show a different background. Also, there are... Can I... What's the... I want to view this at exactly 100%. Okay, that's not really big enough to properly fill a screen. So, like, I might need to go and find the originals of these images and get higher res. Yeah. Like, this one feels like the easiest to ditch. Yeah, these are NASA images, and I guess there are just some regions that they don't actually have good imagery of, so they didn't put those in. Yeah, at the time I was very worried about compression. I bet that's part of the original image. That pattern. Like, I bet that's an artifact of a telescope. I see a similar thing here. I mean, looking at the pixels here, there may have been some JPEG compression at some point. But yeah, I think the background got, like, I made small images and then scaled them up. Oh, there was JPEG compression at some point. Look at those squares. Yeah, this was fairly heavily compressed. I wonder if I did that intentionally or if Flash did it for me. But that's a JPEG. That is a JPEG that has now been saved back into PNG. Yeah, I don't have to get rid of the any backgrounds. Like, I think I should go look up the originals from NASA. I think most of them were from NASA. And they were public domain. I'm not sure if I mentioned... Look at these squares. I don't think... I don't think it's as exploitable as look at this graph. But it does have a similar sound. It does sound similar. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go searching for these on stream. Just... Oh. It's probably not a problem. Now say image galleries. I'm gonna do a... I just don't know what these would be called. Because I just searched NASA's site for pictures of space. That does not narrow... Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? Flickr. Well, okay, it does narrow it down. It's pictures of space or pictures of people. Okay, that's 50... Oh, no. I bet one of them was like Hubble Deep Field. Oh yeah, there's always reverse image search. Let's see, we have a pixel on top. Okay. Just gonna do it off to the side. I think I have to go to Google for reverse image search. Is it doing AI stuff? That's not what I asked for. Or, well, oh, okay, I don't know what it... Do I have... Try another one instead. That's not helpful. The index. Did I just drag and drop it? No. There it goes. Okay, there was supposed to be a search bar there, and it hadn't loaded. I bet I went to... I bet I went to Wikimedia Commons. Yes. I am pretty sure I went to Wikimedia Commons. Okay, what others are we looking for? This was not one of them, I don't think. Unless I took a corner of it. Might have taken a corner of it. I'll open it for later. No. 200 by 200, that's not impressive. That's the web, that's way newer. High res edit. It's a retouched picture. Modifications, black point adjustment. A lot of RGB, and I don't think that's any of them. Like, we could have cut out a square here, but I don't think that's any of them. Oh, there was a search bar. Oh, house hearing on deep space. Yeah, sure. It's in the title. It's not what I'm looking for. No, those aren't from NASA. The ad has a more accurate background image than most of these. Okay, filtering by dark colors gives us a lot of moon and sun. Yeah, if I scroll back about 15, 13 years, I might find them. Lots and lots of photos. Well, it got us a couple. But I wasn't using these, I don't think. Yeah. Alright, yeah, so many, like, actual photos of space just have regions cut out. And that's just an artifact of the process, I guess. They didn't capture those regions properly or something. I can't rule this out, I don't think. I could have grabbed an innocuous square from here. That is a very bright, busy background, though. Yeah, I don't think I got anything nearly this busy. That's probably the red star you're thinking of. And I mean, there are plenty of red stars here. Let's see, so the Hubble deep field is not that. Not that. Did I take just a fraction of this, maybe? Yeah, I probably just took a fraction of this. The original background. I'm trying to find all of them, ideally. Let's see, that could have been from the deep field. That's not it. I mean, some of them, well, okay, I definitely cropped them all to be square. Some of them might be the majority of the image they came from, but yeah, maybe I do think I was trying to not have the background be too busy. So, like, that's just a lot going on, and just having this whole thing would be a lot going on, so I probably did go for a less busy region. Oh. And this is already a JPEG. I don't think the flashy ones are all from the same image, just this one captured it in such a way that it's all circles. Everything is basically circular, and some of them have additional glow, so like I feel this may have been, like the extra glow might be something to do with being taken from inside the atmosphere, whereas some of these, like the Hubble Deep Field, is obviously not taken from inside the atmosphere. And just color correction-wise, like maybe this one and this one are from the same image. Maybe those are both from the Deep Field. But this one does not have the colors shown as well. Like, this might be exaggerating colors. This might be exaggerating colors, whereas this one desaturated them. But this, yeah, you're right. There are like 3 that are about the same. No, I'm sorry, there are not 3 that are about the same. These are the same. Just look at the constellations of brighter stars. They're just the same shape. Okay, how many of... And is this the same also? It got that shape, got that, got... Okay. So I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ones, and one of them is duplicated a bunch of times. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely replace these. Like, I could probably even just generate images for these. I don't know why there ended up being 3 copies in the saved data. Oh, there are 7 backgrounds, but 2 are missing. Okay, so they got written over. Oh dear. I actually do have one whose file name... indicates where it came from. So there was one of the Mars sky taken by the Spirit rover, and maybe if I delete the backslash from the name, it will load okay. Mars sky from the Spirit rover is this one, the near blank one. Were the others just not embedded into the .fla? I have another file. Oh, no, that's not it. Trying to recover data without actually having Flash installed. A little tricky. Yeah, no, extracting the FLA just got me this one image. I mean, it got me this one as well. It got me that bitmap, and it got me the congregate loader thing. I have the music as a 4 megabyte file. I think that got compressed down a bunch. Oh. Oh, look at this. Even if the files didn't get saved, the file names got saved. So, okay, we have Mars Sky Spirit, got that. Centaurus 2, Ultra Deep Field 2 Hubble, Ancient Planet Hubble, Ultra Deep Field 1 Hubble. Okay, so it looks like I took 2 of them from Ultra Deep Field. It looks like I took 2 of them from Centaurus. And 1 from Codon Flick. I hope I credited them. If the 4 megabyte version, you know what, we're gonna pause. We're gonna play it and see if it sounds uncompressed. Definitely uncompressed compared to the previous. So yeah, I think this is just the full music. Yeah, VS Code would play it for me as well. This version... Where did this... This is the original version that Diet Snapple sent me. I think I at least included the whole length of the song in the game. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can just include the full 4 megabyte version nowadays. I was probably trying to compress it down to like half a megabyte. Wait, is there I must have missed it. Is there actually part of this that's from Wonder Boy? Or is it just the style? Is it that part? Okay, separate from the main. I may have to go listen to them both again. Anyway, we have some solid leads. Let's see, so Hubble Ultra Deep Field. Can I just... I'm not sure I can just drag it from there. Oh well. I would have to edit it anyway. Yeah. Searching for Spirit Rover does not bring up a lot here. It brings up more on Wikimedia than it does on NASA's Flickr. Okay, that's literally just... Oh. Oh, really? It is this? It probably is. Let's look at the... Wait, no, this has way more artifacts. So, I mean, I could have filtered those artifacts out too, just adjusting curves. We looked at the music, and I should turn the other music back on. Honestly, I would rather recreate a random image of stars than... This does not seem like what I'm after. But I'll keep it open in a tab. What else are we after? Okay, probably one of these. Are these the same image? With different cropping? I think these are the same image with different cropping. Okay, and I didn't want the whole black hole in the middle, but this might be the one where everything is kind of circular, but there are the plus-shaped artifacts. So no, that's not this. I think that's one of the ones that I don't have a record of here. Oh. No, I bet it's something up here. I would need to find a higher res version though. About the image. Okay, yes, this is a higher res version. Which formats full size original. I seem to have downloaded it. Sure. Wait a minute. Wait, that does seem to be the same size that Wikimedia had. Oh, very close to what Wikimedia had. Okay. Oh, well. So is this a match? It feels like if I could have gotten a higher res version of here, it would match. That's not quite it. It's rotated 90 degrees, maybe? No. It's a different section of the image, probably. But, okay, this is looking kind of similar. But I'm not finding the exact match. But the corners, like if I got the corners at higher resolution. Related releases. Read chat more. Yeah, sometimes I forget to read chat. Okay, I did not credit the Coda image. That would be my bad. Like, it probably said public domain. Like, I know I was looking for public domain images, and I figured, hey, it's public domain, I don't have to credit. They're not asking me to credit, therefore I won't. I would credit nowadays. I would credit anyway. Jim Kane, Evans, I don't think they have anything to do with it. Centaurus one is definitely level 21 to 25. The bright stars. Any 200 by 200 section could be. Yeah, it's pretty close. I tried to not have gradients in the background that would draw your eye to the corner and make you wonder, hey, what's just off screen? Yeah, I avoided that. But maybe I did some image editing. Maybe I just image edited the background gradient away. This feels very close. Yeah, if I image edited the background gradient away, I also avoided any area where the artifact, the plus-shaped artifact, was visible. So, like, it definitely feels like I grabbed this. And now I guess I grab twice the size. Oh, wait a minute. This image has these cutouts. Maybe that was me painting it. Maybe the cutouts were my fault that time. But why would I paint? No, this section is supposed to be much bigger. So you're saying this is definitely 21 through 25, which I think must be one of the ones that I don't have on record. One of the ones that got overwritten. In theory, I took two different sections of this image, because in here I have Centaurus 2 and Centaurus 1. Oh, this is a different image. Oh, a different image of the same thing that is much larger. That is a lot of background noise, but I probably had the skills to filter all this stuff out. This doesn't feel like a match either. Like, even filtered, it's not red enough. I mean, maybe I got it from someone else who ran it through a filter, and they enhanced the colors too. I don't feel like I would have thought to make some stars that red. You're saying the exact spot is on the leftmost side in here. Yeah, star that is like 2 plus sign artifacts, so that one. And then it was rotated on its side. And I deleted the star, or are you saying that there is a background, one of the ones I'm missing from my records, that has the double plus sign? Or maybe. I think we're getting a better view of the artifact. Like, I think this is just kind of a reflection of the whole telescope. with the supporting beams that create the plus sign. That's interesting. Okay, the one I'm missing. Yeah. Oh, and we actually get that reflection there too. And there. Huh, was the circle in there? Oh, yeah. It appears at varying levels of brightness around a lot of the artifacts. But never at that level. Well, we got a double reflection with a double artifact. I don't know, did I take that? I don't know that this is the best spot to grab anyway, but okay. We got a couple of the Centaurus pictures from ESO. Stars form in silence. Oh, it's just downloading it, I think. Oh, the original is TIFF, that's why. I gotta... I don't know that this is big enough, was big enough for my purposes. Yeah, decompiling the Swift should work, assuming they were stored as separate images inside. Okay, this was not it. In UV. Yeah, that's not the colors I was using. Interesting. This hasn't been as heavily color adjusted, and it's got some stuff circled. Still has those artifacts. Well, that's a very big image. It's not the one I got, but it does mean that a version of the image is out there without the circles. It was out there. Wait. That's not it. Lost media? That might be true. there are just going to be too many photos of the night sky without restriction. Yeah, no, that's searching for text in the title. I don't know. Am I searching for... Okay. So this is filtering for public domain images. Yeah, there is no way I find it, and I am fairly certain I would have recorded the username right. Okay, ultra deep field. It's just called Ancient Planet. Ah. Yeah, if it's the same code, archive.org might have it. This is very busy. Huh. I'm surprised that's not easier to search. Well, it's fine, I can... I can use most of these, and I can find new ones. Data lost. Yeah, appreciate you sending the files. I think my plan will be to use higher res versions though, so that means re-downloading, re-editing. Yeah. Honestly, what if... Okay, the ultra deep field is great. That one is not my first choice. Like I'm thinking, if I include the entire image and just show a randomly scrolled portion of it, and yeah. Like I don't... Faithfully reproducing the backgrounds is not, like, required. I could do something fancier. It's Hubble, Webb's first deep field. Right, that's just... How black is it, basically? Oh, this is the deep field, not the ultra deep field. It's got a bunch of artifacts, too. These feel like they would be harder to filter out, because they're actually kind of bright. And they aren't any one color, they're red, green, and blue. Though, if I did a 1 pixel blur... Yeah, if I blurred it by 1 pixel and then filtered by brightness, that should do it. Details. Yeah, I'm just... The extreme deep field. These are all separate. This one has a very large artifact there. This one has a couple artifacts. Huh. Back then, Hubble had double artifacts? Yeah, these deep field images do have the nice property of you can just kind of look anywhere on them. This one, I'm sure it's farther away, like benefits of the James Webb Telescope. This single pixel is labeled the future. I don't know if that's supposed to be ominous or inspiring. Yeah, I'm sure this is more information than we had before, but just the sheer number of artifacts and blur on some of these things. Or stretching lensing? Is that gravitational lensing around something? It sure looks like it. It makes it less nice to use as a background, as far as what I'm looking for. It's very interesting, though the images are not actually that big. Oh, okay. Translating X-rays to visible light does not look like what people expect of stars. I mean, I could, like, just to take a bunch of Hubble deep fields. They all have a similar look to them, kind of. I mean, I could also do a thing here, like, I just make the random number, the randomly selected section avoid the center. That is larger, I think. No, that's a similar size to the images we already had. Though the height is fine, it's the width. I could take a wider slide. It gets brighter and... yeah, having that as the background I don't think works. As cool as it is. Maybe zoomed out, but still... One thing I want is the center to be dark, because I don't want the tiles outlined as they're appearing in the distance. The dark center is mostly dark center, I suppose. Oh. So it does tell me the... I'm expected to use a cube map. Bitmap cube texture. Well, of course I'm expected to use a cube map. They're not really thinking a good use case would just be to have a big plane in the distance. Oh, that's not a primitive, is it? Yeah, I could definitely try and do some kind of progression as far as the backgrounds go. Plane 3D is not the thing I want. That's... Oh, this will lag behind, won't it? Oh well. This is not how you're supposed to do a skybox, but giving it a try. Crashed. Must be power of 2 and cannot exceed 2408. Right. Now, either I scale it down or crop it. Bitmap of the stars. It's too far away, I think. I think I actually just need to subtract lens stop near, probably. I did add it as a child, didn't I? Yeah. Let's see if we can put it in front of everything. But yeah, if this fails, I will just do it the way I'm supposed to. Yeah, okay. Doing it the way I'm supposed to instead. not using all of these. So I will need to manually crop out smaller sections of the image that I want to use. Or else I will need to do some shader code. We're not getting any background at the moment. Shouldn't be necessary. But it was. Oh, is this right-handed versus left-handed lens projection? Like, did I set a setting that inadvertently turned all the cubes inside out? Well, that's a background. Yeah, I think I'm gonna look for a stopping point. That means let's try and complete some more levels. Oh, it does... No, it does turn with the camera. Okay, good. I was like, it's staying static? No, it turns with the camera. Why am I messing this up? Yeah, I'm gonna need to cut this up into parts and figure out how many other images I am generating before I worry about exactly where to show it. Oh dear, this is another level where the start position... I guess start positions near the top were just calculated incorrectly. I'm going to try swapping them. That has to be wrong too. That did not help in the slightest. Made it slightly worse. Oh, I'm editing the wrong one. Right, it's this one. That would be why it was making no difference. Okay, and I just missed. It's 2. I found it now. I was like, let's try a coyote jump. If there's enough time, I can just get underneath that. But of course there's not, because I reduced the time limit. New and improved version of a Run 1 level. Because now you can do this nonsense. You could try to do that nonsense. Now we have some options. How do I want to beat this level? the most roundabout way to do that. I couldn't get onto the cube in time. This jump, I think, should be considerably easier than it currently is. I mean, you can check for me, but I'm pretty sure you should just be able to make that. So I think there's not enough sideways speed. Okay, pretty hard. It wasn't that hard. I think we will be changing it so that it's easier. Like that'll be one of the things that gets easier when we actually change the physics. Okay, not that hard. Let's improve the mobility. Starts off is tricky to quantify, at least without bringing out the graph, but okay, so you're measuring based on hitting a specific milestone or a specific speed within a specific amount of time. Okay, that has made it easier. I'm thinking, are we hitting the max speed and that's what's difficult? Like, should I increase the max speed? But no, it takes 4 seconds to hit the max speed, so we're definitely not coming close to that. Yeah, with a little bounce like that, a little setup, I can definitely make it. But I definitely need to pick up a bunch of speed beforehand, and it's almost not worth going for the bounce, because I can have more speed than that. Okay. I adjusted the start position, and now you start on the surface. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah. How hard is it actually to beat options without changing gravity? think if I want to make some of these jumps easier, just jumping onto the next block ahead of you, I think I would need to go for making a 5-block gap relatively easy. I think one of the limitations I struggled with when I first made the game was I wanted 5 blocks to be impossible. I wanted the jump to be 4 blocks long. And it was an accident that 5 blocks were possible. But in terms of making other jumps that feel like they ought to be possible, I think 5 blocks should be made more accessible. Like that's probably how it's going to have to go. I need to pick up more speed before then. But yeah, some of these I'm just failing because I don't have enough height. Almost did it. I thought I had it. I could increase the side-to-side acceleration more, and maybe that is the answer. But also just decreasing gravity a little bit. Yeah, I think we can officially say 5 tile gaps should be possible. And in order to make jumping onto cubes after a 1 or 2 block gap much more reliable. I feel lighter already. It's not that it made the jump easy, but I think it's back to being hard because of the sideways acceleration. I think we'll call it after I get this. Maybe this level is a better sign of how fast the sideways acceleration really ought to be. I do need to slow down. Or I need to jump immediately. If I can get the corner jumps. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't have enough sideways speed. Yeah, okay. Like that, it's not so bad. The clipping off the corner was making it unnecessarily hard. we beat level 20. Progress is definitely happening. Okay, that wasn't it. But yeah, I think that will be all for today. We got the nice rainbow gradients going again. We adjusted a couple other things. We got a background in there. We figured out which backgrounds are still locatable, more or less. I think that's pretty good overall. So, as always, thanks for following along. And